Imagine being in the middle of a season full of ups and downs, and suddenly, news breaks that could change everything for the Kansas City Chiefs. Well, fans, something big is happening behind the scenes at Arrowhead. Sources close to the front office have revealed that a bold move is underway, and I already know who could be arriving to transform this defense forever. If you're one of those Chiefs fans, like and subscribe to the channel, because what I'm about to tell you hasn't appeared anywhere else yet. This signing could be the push Kansas City needed to return to the top of the NFL, and you'll get all the exclusive details right here, right now. The Chiefs are back in contention, and the front office is preparing a move that could completely change the course of the season. After a turbulent start, Patrick Mahomes and company rekindled the flame of hope with a crushing 31-0 victory over the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, with the emergency bell ringing and eyes on the Super Bowl, Kansas City is preparing to make a big move ahead of the NFL trade deadline, which is looming ever closer. Despite the strong scoring and the team's evident improvement, Andy Reid and GM Brett Veach know there are still holes to fill, especially on the defensive line. With a 4-3 record, the Chiefs finally seem to be finding their rhythm, but there's one issue that keeps the coaching staff awake at night. The pressure on opposing quarterbacks simply isn't working like it did in the glory years. Chris Jones remains the monster everyone knows at center, but the rest of the group hasn't quite clicked. George Karlaftis III leads the team with just 3.5 sacks, and the pass rush total through 7 games is just 13 sacks, far below the expected standard for a team accustomed to stifling opposing offenses. The result? An overworked secondary, forced to play at near limits as opposing quarterbacks have plenty of time in the pocket. And that's precisely why Kansas City plans to act now, while the transfer window is still open. According to ESPN insiders Dan Graziano and Jeremy Fowler, the Chiefs are targeting immediate reinforcements on the defensive line, especially a veteran edge rusher capable of impacting the game from the first snap. Graziano stated, "If the Chiefs add players at the deadline, I expect it to be on defense, perhaps an experienced pass rusher." Fowler went further. "I think the Chiefs could add defensive linemen. They're short on the inside. The names circulating behind the scenes are exciting fans and frightening opponents. Among the top targets are Bradley Chubb and Jalen Phillips, both from the Miami Dolphins, a franchise that is having a season below expectations and may be ready to trade its stars. If either of these names dons the red and gold, the impact would be immediate, elevating Kansas City's defense to another level. The most interesting thing is that the Chiefs' management doesn't want to waste Mahomes' window. With the team still competitive, there's a clear willingness to be aggressive in the market, seeking players who can transform the defensive sector and provide the balance needed to return to the top of the AFC. As the offense begins to regain its fluidity and key players return from injuries and suspensions, fans sense the team is about to make a decisive leap. But to do so, the pass rush needs to return to the nightmare it always was, and that could happen at any moment with a single explosive trade. The message in Kansas City is clear. The waiting time is over. The Chiefs want another run at the Super Bowl, and if Brett Veach has his way, no one will sleep easy until deadline day. Stay tuned to our channel, because big moves can happen at any moment, and one of them could change the fate of the season. If you're a Chiefs fan and believe something's coming, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell, because as soon as any trade is confirmed, we'll bring you everything here firsthand.